done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They've been struggling. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he's
he was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
It's under review.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All right, here we go.
Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Landry, the intended target. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky. This is caught at the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On third down. That's Marshall. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are different.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now back to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And Charles, the 2nd time today that
Eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to lay one. It's caught inside the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.